very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless. Now, this is the quiz where all the questions have been asked to 100 people before the show, and all our contestants have to do is come up with the answers that those 100 people couldn't think of. Let's meet today's players. Now, first we welcome Damien and Zach, our first pair on the show. Damien, I think I know the answer to this. How do you two know each other?
Well, we started in the womb and we've never been able to get away from him. So, yeah, as you probably guessed,
Not
twins.
Siamese, though.
No.
Wow, so where are you from, Damien?
Norfolk originally, but now living in Nottingham.
Now in Nottingham. How about you, Zach?
Well, strangely, again, living in Norfolk, same as him, but I now live in Colchester, so an Essex boy kind of thing.
Right. Damien, what do you hope is going to come up today?
Oh, sport, films, any of the above. We both love our strongman competition stuff and things like that. It's all good fun, so...
OK, very good. And Zach, anything you're hoping doesn't come up?
I mean, we've got all our knowledge eggs in one basket, so to speak, so anything I don't like, such as art and literature, I think he's going to struggle a little bit as well.
OK. Oh, well, very, very best of luck. I'm not sure have we had many identical twins on the show?
We've had a few.
You saying we look alike?
Yeah, a little bit. Anyway, a very warm welcome to you, Damien and Zach. Great to have you here. And next we welcome Jamie and Sue. Now, how do you two know each other, Sue?
Well, we met 38 years ago in hospital when he sort of popped out.
And where are you from, Jamie?
I'm from London originally, now live in Brighton.
And how about you, Sue?
I'm from Birmingham originally, but I live in Crawley now.
Right, you are. Now, Sue, what do you do?
I'm officially retired, but I do farm sitting.
Farm sitting?
Yes. For friends.
So house sitting, but for a few more acres?
For farms, yes.
Wow. Do you ever go for a spin in the tractor when they're not there?
No, I'm not very good in things like that. I tend to sort of crash them.
What, so you wander around the acres?
Yes, looking after sheep, pigs, cattle, goats,
Amazing.
Horses.
What's your favourite breed of cow?
White Park.
Oh, the White Park.
Yes.
Lovely.
Oh, I love a white park, do you?
Don't you?
Absolutely delicious.
They are, actually.
Jamie, what do you do?
I'm a full-time house husband to 4 kids.
Wow, 4 kids.
In my spare time, I make house music.
House husband making house music. Well, that's appropriate, isn't it? Well, a warm welcome to the pair of you. It's lovely to have you here. And next, we welcome back Emma and Charlie, who were on the show last time. Did brilliantly last time. Everyone, of course, gets 2 chances to reach the Pointless final. This is your second and final chance. Now then, Emma, remind us how you know each other.
We met when we were 15. We did a play together. We were in a play together. And then we directed a play together last year and became really good friends.
Now, Charlie, remind us what happened last time.
Well, we managed to get to the head-to-head, but we kind of came unstuck with Muhammad Ali.
Well, you covered yourselves in glory. We had a pointless answer from you, very, very low scoring consistently from you, Charlie, throughout the show. Emma, what do you hope is going to come up today? What's going to be great for you?
To be honest, I don't actually have any strong subjects. I don't know, just something really obscure, and I'm like, oh my God, yeah, I know that.
OK. Anything you really don't want to come up? Or is
so
pretty
much. So much.
Okay. Are you glad you're here?
Yeah,
you do know what's going to happen,
no,
don't you, Emma, in the
excited.
first 2 rounds?
I'm not very clever, but yeah.
OK, well, you did so well last time. Very, very, very best of luck. Great to have you back on the show. And finally, we've got Gemma and Helen. A warm welcome to you. Now, how do you two know each other, Gemma?
Well, we met back in school, and then from there we went on to work together in our part-time jobs and live together throughout university.
And where are you from, Helen?
We're from Newry in County Down.
County Down. And what do you do, Helen?
I'm a student. I'm studying medicine.
You're studying medicine?
Yes,
and Gemma, you're a student?
I'm a student also, yeah. I'm studying architecture.
Yeah.
What year are you in?
Sorry.
We're
both in 3rd year.
Oh, right. It's your final year, is it? Or is there another year to go after that?
I have another 2 to go.
Another 2?
I have another 4 altogether.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
What are your hobbies, Helen?
We don't have any hobbies.
Don't you worry. Well, it's great fun having you on the show, Gemma and Helen. Very, very best of luck to the pair of you. We'll find out more about all of you throughout the show as it goes along. There's only one person left for me to introduce. If he were a king, he'd be known as Richard the Obscure, wowing his subject with his wisdom. It's my pointless friend, here's Richard.
Hiya. Hello. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you.
Now, we've only got one returning pair today, but they made quite an impression last time, didn't they, Emma and Charlie? They were very, very good. Charlie particularly smart. Emma hiding her light under a bushel thus far, I would say. One of those shows where we've got all sorts of, got literature, we've got music, we've got all sorts of high culture and low culture, but should be an absolute cracker. But I think that Charlie and Emma will be the pair to beat.
OK, thanks very much, Richard. Now, all our questions on Pointless have been put to 100 people before the show. In order to get to the final round and be in with a chance of winning our jackpot, our contestants need to find the obscure answers those 100 people didn't get. So basically, the fewer of the 100 people who knew the answer, the fewer points you will score. Now, what everyone's trying to do, of course, is to find a pointless answer. This is an answer that none of our 100 people knew, and each time that happens, we will add 250 quid to the jackpot. Nobody won the jackpot last time, so we add another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £4,250. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, in this first round, each of you must give me one answer, and you cannot confer with your partner. Whichever pair has the highest score at the end of the round will be eliminated, so make sure that is not you. OK, our first category today is pop music. It's pop music. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns colourful songs and their artists. Richard.
Yes, on each pass, we're going to show you the names of 7 songs with colours in their titles. You need to tell us the band or the artist who first had a top 40 hit with any of these songs, please. Give us a nice obscure answer, you'll score fewer points. Give us an incorrect answer, though, that'll be 100 points. It's going to be 14 colourful songs in all to have a go at home. Good luck.
OK, thank you very much. Now then, Damien and Zach, you all drew lots before the show, and today you are going to go first. So we're looking for the artists who first had a UK top 40 hit with these songs, and here they are. We have got Violet Hill, Fade to Grey, The Lady in Red, Silver Lady, Pink Cadillac, True Blue, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. I'll read them one last time. Violet Hill, Fade to Grey, The Lady in Red, Silver Lady, Pink Cadillac, True Blue, and Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. There we are, 7 colourful singles. You have to find the most obscure one there and give us the answer, the artist who had the first UK top 40 hit with it. Damien.
I'm going to have to go for True Blue Madonna.
True Blue Madonna, says Damien. Let's see if it's right. Let's see how many people knew that answer. True Blue Madonna. It is right. 31.
Yeah, perfectly solid start there, Damien, on podium 1. True Blue by Madonna. Comes from this album of the same name, which sold nearly 20 million copies. Your heart fits me like a glove is one of the lyrics in that song.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's not good, though, is it? Your heart fitting someone like a glove? It's like your skin fits me like a hat. Don't think so.
No.
Your liver fits me like a shoe. Oh. Jeez, Madonna.
Sue. We're looking for the artists who had top 40 singles in the UK with these songs.
Now, I know 2 for definite, but there's one I'm going to take a chance on and say Silver Lady, David Soul.
David Soul, says Sue, for Silver Lady. David Soul. Jamie?
I wouldn't have gone for that one.
Well, how do you know your mother's not brilliantly right?
I don't.
Or is that your face of appreciation? So perhaps I should have asked that first. OK. Silver Lady, David Soul, says Sue. Let's see if that is brilliantly right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. It's absolutely right, Sue. 24. Great answer. Great score.
I can't believe they had so little faith in you, Sue.
I know.
Absolutely Silver Lady by David Soul.
I
Silver
could
Lady?
only think of Starsky, you see.
Yeah, he was Hutch, wasn't he, David Soul?
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's right. He was one out of Starsky and Hutch.
Well,
that's not bad, is it?
nearly
You
right.
you don't remember Silver Lady? That's
Not so
a
much.
great song. That's a proper guilty pleasure song, Silver Lady.
Anyway, Emma. So we're looking for the artists who recorded these songs.
Oh,
Oh, Emma, no, but this is good for you. This is good for you.
this is not good for me.
Isn't it?
No, I'm just toying. Well, I don't know any of them, and I'm going to guess one, and it's not right. I'm going to go Violet Hill, Coldplay.
You did this last time in round 1 as well. Let's see. Coldplay, says Emma, for Violet Hill. Shall we see if it's right? Absolutely right, Emma.
No way. Oh my God.
Absolutely right. Oh, and it scores 8. Yes, just about the best score so far.
Yeah, you knew that.
No, I had no idea.
Do you know what Emma's
I think I did like have an idea, but I thought, oh, that's so embarrassing if it's not them. Because yeah.
She knew that.
Yeah, she knew that.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was made available free for download off their website, and 2 million people downloaded it in the first week.
It's a good song.
Good band.
Good band.
Do you like Coldplay, Emma?
Yes.
It's so hard, isn't it, when you're 18 and people say, do you like something? You have to think, A, do I like it? B, am I allowed to admit that I like it? You do?
Yeah, I do. I don't care. I do.
And there you go. See, that's someone growing up right there.
There you are.
It's nice to see.
Now then, Helen. Helen, you're the last person to have this board, so you can take us through it if you like.
Oh, the only one I knew was Violet Hill, Coldplay. I no idea the rest. I'm just gonna give an actual punt and go for The Lady in Red by Police.
Okay, The Lady in Red by The Police. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 knew that answer. The Lady in Red by The Police. Bad luck. Bad luck, I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points. But I have to say, I envy you. An existence unsullied by The Lady in Red. Oh.
So you've never heard it?
No.
Oh, see, that's why you look so young. Like life hasn't beaten you down yet. It's actually by Chris de Burgh, The Lady in Red. There's a big score of those 68 points. There's a much bigger score, though. Actually, one of the greatest songs ever written, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah.
Elton John would have scored 69 points. If you don't know that song, go and download it immediately. Fade to Grey, do you know that?
Visage.
Visage, absolutely right. Steve Strange's band would have scored 22. And the best answer on the board is Pink Cadillac, Natalie Cole. That would have scored 6 points. Very well done if you got all 7 of those.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. OK, let's take a look at those scores. We're halfway through the round. The best score of the pass was yours, Emma. Fabulous answer there with Coldplay, Violet Hill, scoring you 8. Then we travel up to 24, where we find Sue and Jamie. Up to 31, where we find Damien and Zach. And then, I'm afraid, up to 100, where we find Helen and Gemma. Now then, Gemma, you get first pick of the next board, so you make sure you pick a really low-scoring answer. And maybe that will be enough to see you through. Best of luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more songs on the board, and here they go. We have got Green, Green Grass of Home, Fields of Gold, White Flag, Blue Velvet, Black Coffee, Yellow Submarine, Orange Crush. I'll read those all one last time. Green, Green Grass of Home, Fields of Gold, White Flag, Blue Velvet, Black Coffee, Yellow Submarine, and Orange Crush. We're looking at the artists who had top 40 singles in the UK with these songs. And obviously, Gemma, you're going to try and find the one you think the fewest of our 100 people knew. And in your case, it really has to be the fewest.
Okay, I think this board's a bit better than the last one, but I'm going to go for Fields of Gold and Eva Cassidy.
Eva Cassidy, Fields of Gold. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. There's no red line for you at this stage because you are the high scorers. Bad luck, Gemma. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points, taking your total up to an unbeatable 200. I'm sorry.
No, sorry, Eva Cassidy did do a cover version of that, but it's not the original and wasn't a top 40 hit. I'll give you the correct answer at the end of the pass.
Now then, Charlie, good news, you're through to the next round. Didn't Emma do well?
She's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I think she's a little bit of a trickster with this, a bit of a dark horse, I always thought she was. I know a few of them, but I think I'm going to go for White Flag and Dido.
Dido, says Charlie, for White Flag. Let's see how many people said Dido for White Flag. Absolutely right. 27. 27 takes your total up to 35.
He's rock solid, Charlie, isn't he? Absolutely rock solid. Yeah, the 2004 award for Best British Single at the Brits, White Flag by Dido.
Jamie, you're also through to the next round. Doesn't matter what you score, you won't overtake the high score of Gemma and Helen. So we're looking for the artists who recorded these songs. Now then, what are you going to say?
I know two of them. I'm just going to take a punt. I'm going to say Orange Crush, Bewitched.
Orange Crush, Bewitched, says Jamie. Let's see if it's right. Let's see how many people said it. No. Bad luck. Doesn't matter, though. It scores you the maximum of 100 points, takes your total up to 124, but you're still through anyway. Now then, Zach. Again, you're through. Doesn't matter what you say.
Do you like me to clear up the board for you?
I'd be delighted if you did.
Don't know. Yellow Submarine, I think, taken as a granted, I would say the Beatles, but I'll take a punt at Blue Velvet as Bobby Vinton or Vince... Bobby Vincent.
Bobby Vincent.
It's something like that.
Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Bobby Vincent. Bad luck, Zach. An incorrect answer scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 131, but you're through anyway. Richard.
Yeah, you did the right thing as well, Zach, going for an obscure one, and you did actually, before you settled on Vincent, you did sort of stumble across his name. It's Bobby Vinton. Bobby Vinton, and would have scored 8 points. Let's go through some of the wrong answers we've had. Phil Zagodi said it was Eva Cassidy. It's actually by Sting. So Helen had said the Police for the previous answer, and that would have scored you 34. And Orange Crush, not by Bewitched. I'm not even sure they've ever done a cover version of it. It's by R.E.M. Would have scored 11 points. Yellow Submarine, everyone avoided, obviously by the Beatles, but a big scorer, 93. Green Green Grass of Home, it's Tom Jones. Would have scored 68. The best answer on the board is Black Coffee. Any ideas with that?
No.
No, 3 points to anyone who said All Saints. Terrific answer.
OK, there we are. Thanks very much, Richard. So at the end of our first round, the pair who'll be leaving us with the highest score, it's Gemma and Helen. Yeah, but well done with not knowing about Lady in Red. That is something marvellous, truly marvellous. Yeah, I'm afraid from now on that you're going to hear that song a lot, and it's going to register.
Is dancing with me, cheek to cheek. There's nobody here.
I think that's enough. There we are.
Oh, man, I tell you what, I love the Police.
Anyway, Gemma and Helen, we'll see you again next time. We'll look forward to that very much indeed. Meanwhile, thank you very much for playing. Great contestants. But for the remaining three pairs, it's now time for round two. So, sadly, another pair is going to be leaving us at the end of this round. Our category for round two is spy fiction. Spy fiction. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many of Ian Fleming's Bond novels and short stories as they could. Richard.
Yeah, we're looking for the title of any published novel or short story written by Ian Fleming which featured the character James Bond, please. So any of the novels and any short stories, if they appeared in the collection, we're looking for the name of the individual short story, not the collection, please. So any novel or short story featuring James Bond. Very, very best of luck.
OK, thanks very much indeed. Damien.
Ooh, it's a bit of a mental wrestling contest, this. There's so many options, and which is the most obscure, I think. Going to just shoot for Moonraker.
Moonraker, says Damien. Moonraker. Let's see if that's right. If it is, let's see how many people said Moonraker. That's right. $25.
It's originally titled in America as Too Hot to Handle, Moonraker. It's a very good answer. The closing credits of the movie, it says this film was shot on location in Brazil, Guatemala, USA and outer space. But it wasn't.
Brilliant.
They didn't go to Guatemala.
Jamie.
OK. I don't know whether to take a risk on one I know is a film, not necessarily a book. Yeah, I'm going to go for A View to a Kill.
OK, A View to a Kill, says Jamie. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said A View to a Kill. Oh, bad luck, Jamie. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer. That scores you 100 points. Richard.
Yeah, sorry, Jamie, that's tough luck. Not the title of an Ian Fleming novel, I'm afraid.
Now then, Emma.
I'm just going to know Bond movies, and I'll say the first one that I can think of, which is Thunderball.
Thunderball, let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that, if it is right. It is right. Very well done. 19, Emma. Lowest score of the past.
Yeah, another good answer. Emma, book published in 1961 and the film came out in 65.
OK, well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at our scores. Emma and Charlie looking very strong on 19, then up to 25 where we find Damien and Zach, then up to 100 where we find Jamie and Sue. Sue, you're a long way ahead. But maybe if you know a brilliant answer, a low-scoring answer for the next pass, maybe it'll keep you in the game. Best of luck. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, Charlie, we're looking for any Bond novel or short story written by Ian Fleming.
OK. This is a specialist subject of mine, I hope, and I think I'm going to say For Your Eyes Only.
For Your Eyes Only, says Charlie. The high scorers at the moment are Sue and Jamie on 100. You're on 19, so a score of 80 or less will keep you in the game. There's your red line. If you get below that, you're through to the next round. For Your Eyes Only. Is it right? How many people said it? Absolutely right, and you're through. 4. Very well done, Charlie. It takes your total up to 23.
Yeah, well done, Charlie. And For Your Eyes Only is one of Fleming's short stories, actually featuring Bond.
Now then, Sue, you're the high scorers on 100. We need a really low score from you.
Well, I don't know whether the one I'm thinking of is a book, but I'll try The Living Daylights.
The Living Daylights, says Sue. Let's see if that's right. The Living Daylights. It's absolutely right. 3, Sue. Best score of the round. 3 for Living Daylights. Takes your total up to 103.
Great answer, Sue. Yeah, another short story, actually, by Fleming. It literally just provides the very first scene of the film, The Living Daylights.
OK, now then, Zach. The high scorers are Sue and Jamie on 103. You're on 25. If you can score 77 or less, you're through to the next round. So we're looking for any of Ian Fleming's Bond novels or short stories.
Well, I think it basically boils down to, is one of his movies a book or not? Because there's plenty of movies in my head, but I'm going to go for Goldfinger.
Goldfinger, says Zach. Goldfinger. Here is your red line. If you get below that with Goldfinger, you're through to the head-to-head. Let's see. Is it right? How many people said Goldfinger? It is right. And you're through to the head-to-head. 61, though. Wow. Good enough. Takes your total up to 86.
Yeah, well done, Zach. Played it fairly safe, but got yourself through. Yeah, published in 1959, Goldfinger, made into the film of the same name. Now, the unluckiest person here is Jamie. That was really tough luck. You said A View to a Kill, and it's actually based on a Fleming short story, From a View to a Kill. So literally one word out, and I think because of that, it would only scored 1 point as well. So it would have been a terrific answer. That's very, very unlucky. There are 3 pointless answers here. Let's take a look at them. They're all short stories. The first one is 007 in New York, where 007 goes to New York. Risico, which forms part of the plot For Your Eyes Only, actually, alongside For Your Eyes Only, and the Hildebrand Rarity, which forms part of the plot for License to Kill, which is not an Ian Fleming novel, and other low scorers, The Property of a Lady, From a View to a Kill, and Living Daylights, actually, with 3, probably the best answer amongst the titles of the films. Let's take a look at the top answers. These are the ones that most of our 100 people said. The most well-known, Casino Royale on 42. Dr. No on 45, so Zach can tell you what the top one is. It's Goldfinger with 61, right at the top of the pile.
Thanks, Richard. So at the end of round 2, the losing pair with the highest score, I'm afraid, Sue and Jamie. Bad luck.
Can I hit him now, or do I have to wait
I should hit him now and later.
He was, you know what, Sue, he was very unlucky. Yeah. He was 1 word away from a very good answer.
No,
brilliant low score from you, though, Sue. And Jamie, yes, you were 1 word out from being very, very, very good indeed.
Story of my life.
We will see. Really?
Yeah.
Next show, tell us all about that. Meanwhile, Sue and Jamie, lovely having you on the show. Bad luck, but we'll see you again next time, and we'll look forward to that very much.
Thank you.
But for the remaining 2 pairs, things are about to get even more exciting now as we enter the head-to-head. Well, congratulations, Emma and Charlie, Damien and Zach. You are now only one round away from our final and a chance to win the jackpot, which currently stands at £4,250. You're now going to go head-to-head, and the first player to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. But the big difference is you are now allowed to confer. Well, Emma and Charlie, you've been here before.
Yeah. But hopefully this time we'll go one step further and, you know, go for the trophy, maybe.
Yeah, the trophy.
Well, hopefully, but then that's reckoning without Damien and Zach, who are now able to pool all their resources.
Yeah, hopefully we'll do quite well.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. Let's play the head-to-head. OK, here comes your first question, and it concerns BBC's Sports Personalities of the Year. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you 5 pictures now of people who won the BBC Sports Personality of the Year. We need you to tell us which sport did these people win that award for. Can you pick the most obscure out of these 5? Good luck.
OK, thanks very much, Richard. Let's reveal our 5 BBC Sports Personalities of the Year, and here they are. We have got A, B, C, D, and E. So there we are. Emma and Charlie, you've played best throughout the show so far, so you get to go first.
Okay.
OK.
We're going to go for B, snooker.
OK, B, snooker. Say Emma and Charlie. B, snooker. Damien and Zach.
Well, we'd considered that one ourselves, but...
You can talk us through the whole board if you like.
Oh, OK.
Well, A, we have an idea, but it feels like too large a gamble.
Sterling Moss is our thought on that, but...
Motor racing. Michael Owen's football, Greg Rusetski's tennis, and Nick Faldo is obviously golf.
I think golf being obscure, maybe?
Yeah,
well, obscure-ish.
Yeah, go for E.
Yep.
Go for E.
Golf.
OK, E, golf, say Damien and Zach. Emma and Charlie said snooker for B. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 said B, snooker. Absolutely right. 48, though. Damien and Zach have said E, golf. E, golf. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 said golf for E. It's right. Yep, very well done. That pips it. 28 for golf. Good enough. That means Damien and Zach, after one question, you are up 1-0. Richard.
Yes, Steve Davis there with snooker is actually the biggest answer on the board. So golf beat it, but everything else sort of beat it. Guys, you're right about A. It was Sterling Moss and motor racing. Would have scored 18 points. He didn't need to risk it in the end. C, you're right again, Michael Owen, football. That would have only scored 39. And D, Greg Rusetski, tennis, another fairly low score, 24.
OK, thanks very much indeed. Here comes your second question. This is the one, Emma, you and Charlie have to win to stay in the game. It concerns wars. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to give you 5 sets of initials now and dates which represent a famous war in history. Can you tell us what these initials stand for? In each case, the W in there stands for war or wars.
OK, let's reveal our 5 wars, and here they come. We have got CW, 1853 to 1856. TYW, 1618 to 1648. VW, 1954 to 1975. SDW, 1967. SCW, 1936 to 1939. There we are. I'll read those one last time. CW, 1853 to 1856. TYW, 1618 to 1648. VW, 1954 to 1975. SDW, 1967. SCW, 1936 to 1939. There we are. Now then, Damien and Zach, you go first this time.
Not gloriously confident.
Yeah, I think we're going to try CW, the Crimean War.
OK, Crimean War, say Damien and Zach. Crimean War there, 1853 to 1856. Now, Emma and Charlie, you can talk us through the rest of the board. Do your thinking out loud.
Well, I think SCW is Spanish Civil War, and VW is Vietnam War, but I think we will go for TYW, which is the 30 Years' War.
OK, TYW, the 30 Years' War. So we have the Crimean War versus the 30 Years' War. Damien and Zach have said Crimean War. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Crimean War. Absolutely right. 30. 30 for the Crimean. Emma and Charlie have gone for the 30 Years' War. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said the 30 Years' War. Absolutely right. Yep, you've done it. 18, very well done. Emma and Charlie, you've done it. You're back in the game. After 2 questions, it's 1-1.
VW, right, was Vietnam War, but you did well to avoid it because it would have scored you 62 points. Spanish Civil War, if you said that, you would have won the point, though, because that would have only scored you 22. And SDW is the best answer on the board. That's the Arab-Israeli Six-Day War, and would have scored 7 points. So well done if you said that.
Thanks very much, Richard. Here comes your third question. This is the one that will decide who goes through to the final. Best of luck, both pairs. It concerns San Francisco. San Francisco, Richard.
Yes, for this decisive point, we're simply going to show you 5 questions about San Francisco. The pair who picks the most obscure answer is going to go through to the final.
OK, let's reveal our 5 questions about San Francisco, and here they come. We have got its name before San Francisco was adopted in 1847, the famous prison that closed in 1963, the bridge with a red-orange tint completed in 1937, the baseball team who won the World Series in 2010, and the century when cable cars were installed. I'll read those all one last time. Its name before San Francisco was adopted in 1847, the famous prison that closed in 1963, the bridge with a red-orange tint that was completed in 1937, and the baseball team that won the World Series in 2010, and the century in which cable cars were installed. There we are, 5 clues to facts about San Francisco. Emma and Charlie, you go first.
I can only guess that the bottom one is 19th, but I don't know.
Okay. We're going to go for the bridge with the red-orange tint completed in 1937 as the Golden Gate Bridge.
OK, the Golden Gate Bridge, say Emma and Charlie. Damien and Zach, what are you thinking?
Well, we struggled over the whole board, really, apart from what we think of one obvious answer.
Which is the famous prison of Alcatraz, which is going to have to be our answer.
OK, you're going to go Alcatraz. So, Emma and Charlie have said the Golden Gate Bridge. Damien and Zach have said Alcatraz. Golden Gate Bridge, Emma and Charlie. Is it right? How many people said it? Absolutely right. 59. OK, 59 is what you score for Golden Gate. Damien and Zach have gone for Alcatraz. Whoever wins this goes through to the final and plays for the jackpot. Alcatraz, is it right? How many people said it? It's right. Will it beat 50? Ooh, 74. Wow. Which means, very well done, Emma and Charlie. After 3 questions, you are through to the final 2-1.
Yeah, the 2 biggest answers there, guys, actually. Were you tempted at all to go for the century the cable cars were installed?
18th, I was thinking.
18th was 19th, actually.
I was thinking 19th, so we've had an argument.
Well, it would have scored 24 points, so it would have seen you into the final if you got it right. The baseball team, the World Series winners, also would have seen you into the final. It's the San Francisco Giants. That would have scored you 6 points. And the top one is a pointless answer. The name before San Francisco was adopted. Anybody at home who said Yerba Buena? Pointless answer. Very, very well done. Yerba Buena.
Oh, what a shame.
What, you think it's a better name?
Yeah, much better.
Oh, San Francisco's quite a good name as well.
There are far too few cities beginning with a Y.
Do you think?
Well, Yeovil and Yerba Buena.
Yeovil's not a city. Yerevan, the capital of Armenia.
Oh. Wow. Thanks very much, Richard. So our losing pair at the end of the head-to-head, I'm afraid it's Damien and Zach. Yeah, nothing really wrong. I can't really fault you at all, other than you were just beaten by Emma and Charlie when it came down to it. But great play. We'll see you again next time, and we'll look forward to it very much. Meanwhile, thanks very much for playing. Damien and Zach.
Thank you very much.
But for Emma and Charlie, it's now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Emma and Charlie. You have fought off all the competition and you've won our coveted pointless trophy, so very, very well done. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at £4,250. Well, it was head-to-head last time, and through to the final this time. An exemplary performance, has to be said.
Can't believe it. Honestly, can't believe it.
And real teamwork, actually. Real teamwork.
Sort of. I actually got some of them in the
You
head-to-heads.
got the answers.
You did.
In
You
both
did very well.
in the head-to-head.
We had Amsterdam last time.
Yeah.
We had
Thunderball, yeah.
Thunderball. There we are.
There we go.
And For Your Eyes Only.
Yep.
Yeah. Only 4 for that.
Yeah,
it's been great.
Good.
Brilliant.
Really good. And
Well, listen.
Yeah.
The rules are very simple. All you have to do to win that money is to find a pointless answer. We haven't had any pointless answers on the show today. You only have to find one now, and you will go home with that £4,250 jackpot. First, though, you've got to choose a category. This is the hard bit. You have 5 choices. Good luck. They are pop stars, 20th century dramatists, world leaders, works of art, cartoons.
Okay, not 20th... Wait, actually, are you good at dramatists? Do you think you'd be good at that?
We're drama
No,
students.
but I'm absolutely terrible. I'm doing drama at university, so I hope they don't see this. What do you think? 'Cause
Not works of art.
what's best for you?
I mean, probably world leaders. It could be bigger. I mean, there's so many vague answers out there.
Do you want to
for
do world
dramatists.
leaders?
Yeah, shall we?
We've already got a trophy, Charlie.
We've got a
Come on.
trophy, so that's it. We're going to go for world leaders. Please.
World leaders. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Prime Ministers of Canada since 1900. Richard.
Yeah, I've had this category up my sleeves for quite some time, I'm afraid.
Oh, no.
We're looking for the name of any Prime Minister of Canada from 1900 through to the beginning of 2012, please. Very, very best of luck when he first names and surnames as well.
OK, you now have up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that £4,250 is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's put 60 seconds on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
I don't know any.
Oh, my God. Canada?
Yeah. OK, so Canada. Let's think. Not American presidents.
No, Prime Ministers.
Yeah, so they're prime ministers.
Think of Canadian names.
Canadian names.
We've got to give 3 answers.
We've got to get 3 answers and
You
time
don't know
is
any,
going.
Charlie, you do know.
I don't know any. I've never been to... No one knows about Canada. This is...
I really like Canada.
yeah, it's nice. Let's just say Robert Jones.
No, that's Welsh.
OK.
Charlie, 20
OK, let's say something Frenchy. Frankie.
French.
French.
Let's say...
Jacques Jones.
OK, Jack Jones. Regine.
Richard.
10 seconds.
Richard Pointless.
Brown.
Oh,
and
Regine Canada.
Thomas.
No, let's do Regine, because that's a French
Regine,
name.
OK.
Regine Thomas.
OK.
Oh.
Yeah.
OK, there we are. Well, you'll be very pleased to hear your time is up.
Yeah.
We were looking for Prime Ministers of Canada since 1900, and I now need your 3 answers.
OK, we're going to go for Regine Thomas.
Regine Thomas, good.
Yeah.
Jack Jones.
OK,
or
Jacques Jones.
Jacques Jones.
Jacques.
Jones.
And
Who do we say?
Brian Fellows.
OK, so of those 3, do you want to put one as your most likely?
I think Jacques is the most
Jacques
likely
Jones.
to
We'll
be
put Jacques
pointless.
Jones last. Should we put Regine first?
That's because we're not quite sure on that.
OK.
It might have been earlier than 1900.
That's the
with
thing,
Regine.
because we're kind of there on our...
OK, let's put this up on the
18th
board in that order, and here they are. Regine Thomas,
Oh my God.
Brian Fellows, I'm glad they spelt that correctly with the E, and Jacques Jones. There we are. OK, we're looking for Prime Ministers of Canada since 1900. Regine Thomas, now you thought this was your least likely
least likely.
answer to be right.
Might be pointless. Maybe about 20.
OK, listen, you only have to find one pointless answer to win that jackpot. £4,250. Let's see, shall we? How many people said Regine Thomas? Good luck. Bad luck. Yeah, unfortunately not a pointless answer. Now, let's just say, Brian Fellows, I think, is going to be very well known, as you said. Jack Jones, though. Jack Jones, what if that were pointless and you won £4,250? Emma, what would you do with that?
We would go to Canada. We would definitely go to Canada. We so would. And
We'd meet
Jack.
him. We'd meet him.
Well, let's just see. 2 more chances to win today's jackpot. Your next answer is Brian Fellows. Let's see, is it right? How many people said it? This for £4,250. Good luck. Good luck, I say. There we are. Only one more chance to win today's jackpot. Everything, as ever, riding on Jack Jones. There he is, Jack Jones. For the jackpot of £4,250. This has to be right, has to be pointless. Let's find out. Jack Jones, is it right? How many people said it? No. Bad luck. Well, unfortunately, you had a pig of a category and you, for all sorts of understandable reasons, couldn't find a pointless answer. So I'm afraid you don't win today's jackpot, but you do still get to take home a pointless trophy. So very, very well done for that. That was richly deserved.
Yeah, I'm going to say toughest category ever.
Thank
I'm going to say, unless you're actually from Canada, which
even if you are from Canada.
Actually, looking at the pointless answers, even if you are from Canada, it might have been quite tricky. Let's take a look at the 3 pointless answers. Oh, you'll be furious, you'll kick yourself when you see them. John Diefenbaker, of course, the Progressive Conservative Prime Minister from 57 to 63, famously beat, of course, Brian Fellows in the election that year. Louis Saint Laurent, who was the Prime Minister just before Diefenbaker, and Richard Bennett. That's the sort of name you could have guessed.
Yeah.
Anyone who's not Canadian and got one of those at home, I think maybe a doping inquiry is needed. Don't you think?
I would say,
I think
yes.
We'll send the IOC around to anyone's house who got one of those.
Well, unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye to you, Emma and Charlie. It's been brilliant having you on the show. You've been fantastic, great entertainment, and really, really good contestants. Thanks so much for playing. Emma and Charlie. Well, Emma and Charlie didn't win our jackpot today, which means it rolls over onto the next show when we will be playing for £5,250. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.